An unbelievable amount of people are losing hope towards GTA 6. The fear of it being woke, the fact that it has already been delayed 2 times, and let's be absolutely real, a lot of us are currently thinking that it's also not gonna make it in 2026 at this point, and it's gonna be delayed more, and all the stuff that we know about this are kind of low-key screaming, it's bad, it's gonna be real bad, and you better get ready for it to be real bad. So, any news GTA related after the Pride stuff, the woke stuff, the fact that the CEO just went out and lied, the fact that the CEO said, oh, you know what? These groups of people, you can't say anything bad about them. Yeah, let's make a game, which is GTA, but you're not allowed to say mean things about people because obviously that's perfectly yeah, absolute massive red flags. So, people are losing hope in GTA in record steady pace at this point. It really is unbelievable.
Well, we are finally in the year of Grand Theft Auto 6, at least we hope, and we are kicking it off with one of the most significant updates we've had on the game in months. Now, if you've been feeling the drought, if you've been worried about the silence from Rockstar Games, well, today, according to an insider, we might finally have some clarity. We have new statements from one of the most reliable insiders in the industry who went on record regarding Rockstar's internal confidence regarding the release date. Now, with this being the release year, when should we expect a new trailer? When is the marketing going to kick off? Are we going to get gameplay soon? And finally, we have a massive update to the GTA 6 mapping project that's starting to make it look really accurate to what I'm expecting the final game.
Oh no, I wanted to talk about the GTA map. So one of the one of the big reasons why people are afraid of the quality of GTA 6 in general is because of the map. If the map project is like even 50% correct, we are cooked, boys. Because the map is gonna be like, I don't know, it's gonna be as large as GTA 5ish, or maybe slightly bigger. I'm not even sure. By my calculations, I did this in a previous video, but it looks like, judging from the distances that we have from Vice City, that we know where it's located and how large it is, judging by that, you can make a full lap of the GTA 6 map in less than 30 minutes. Like something like 27 minutes. It depends on how you handle the peninsula that's going to be there. And that is not good. That is actually pretty bad considering everything. It seems very empty, and that's a major red flag, honestly. The fact that it looks very empty. Because you have, like, the swampy parts, and you can literally see Vice City over the hill. There's not even a hill, but it looks small. It looks amazingly small, to be honest.
To look like. And I'm telling you, whenever you look at this image, you're going to see it. It's looking massive. Leonida is growing by the day. So we're going to talk about that and so much more, guys. We have a lot to unpack, so check the chapters for easy viewing, and let's dive in. Okay, let's start off with the first bit of news, and that is according to a new report from Tom Henderson. Recently, he was on a podcast that they do weekly, and that's over on the Insider Gaming website as well as their YouTube channel. But according to Tom Henderson, he said that Rockstar Games is now confident that Grand Theft Auto 6 will hit its 2026 release window. Now, I know what you guys are
They were confident also about the other release dates.
Probably thinking, Wes, they were confident about 2025 too. And to be fair, you guys are right. But I think the context is important here. You know, Tom Henderson is not some, random Twitter user throwing darts at a calendar. Tom has been around for a long time, and this guy has accurately leaked so many things time and time again. When he uses a word like, quote unquote confident, it carries weight because it implies he's hearing this from multiple people.
I do not trust that, but this bridges memories. By the way, I don't trust any of that, okay? Because a lot of the inside leakers, by the way, are such insane vague posters, honestly. They're like, oh, something big is happening for Bethesda in 2025. And Bethesda releases, like, a patch for a game or an expansion. Everyone's like, oh, the insider, he knew it, he knew it. Yeah, I also predicted that something's gonna happen for Bethesda in 2025. Like, Jesus Christ, everyone did. The fact that you're vague posting about something like, oh, it's gonna happen in 2025, but then you put in a coma, maybe it's happening in actually 2026, and It is fascinating how some people just luck out and become like insiders, and they actually don't know anything. They're literally just vague posting. It astonishes me so greatly.
who are actually working on the project, or at least people who are very close to the production pipeline. Now, it certainly seems like the internal turbulence that, caused the delay of 2025 has been largely settled. The return to office mandate, which caused a bit of controversy and friction last year, seems to have achieved its goal.
Oh, by the way, do you see the parallel here? I don't know if this is intentional or not, but currently the parallel is obviously that this is one of our two main protagonists, and this is his a-hole boss, and then, well, you know GTA 5
Controversy
and how and Franklin had the same type of boss.
and friction last year seems to have achieved its goal of getting the team back on the same page for the final push and polish phase. So what does this mean? Well, it means that the 2027 Doom posting can for the most part stop. There was a real fear in the community that if they missed the holiday 2025 release window, the game could slip all the way into 2027, mainly because it's due to Rockstar seeking perfection. They are perfectionists at the end of the day. But if they're confident in the 2026 release window this early in the year, it tells us that the game is likely content complete. And they're purely in
Listen, I just want Pride Parade updates, okay? Are we gonna have it vulnerable Pride Parades? Are we?
bug fixing and polishing stage, as well as likely working on GTA Online and making sure that that is content ready as well. And it's because of this, I think the 2026 release window is the final firewall. Take-Two Interactive, the parent company, has been promising investors a massive revenue spike for fiscal year 26 and 27. Now, I would say that they simply can't afford to push this game again, but at the end of the day, the stock market is just the stock market. The people who are investing in this game know that it's going to be a gigantic success whenever it releases.
True, no matter what happens, no matter what bad news is happening, no matter what negative things I or anyone else says about it, that it looks bad, I'm buying it at the end of the day, and you know it, and you're also buying it. Okay? There is no bigger news in human history than GTA 6. Like, listen, 9/11 2.0 could be happening at the day that GTA 6 releases, and no one's gonna remember it even happened because no one's gonna care about anything but GTA 6 at that point. Plus, 9/11 is a literal meme at this point. 10 out of 10, my American friends. So, no one's gonna doubly care about it.
So they're just going to kind of sit there and wait. But I will say, when Tom Henderson says they're confident, it also aligns with the financial pressure cooker that Take-Two Interactive are currently sitting in, which that's why I think that this is it.
Are they? Isn't Take-Two its own entity that owns its own shit?
Finally in the end game. GTA 6 is releasing this year. I am confident in saying it as well. Now, that probably raises the question, Wes, what is your source? Why are you so confident? And I'll just say this: trust me, bro. My source is I made it the frick up, okay?
True,
again,
based and real.
Tom Henderson of Insider Gaming. This is what they're saying, and if they're confident, then
if I go, we're watching a Vest Nemo video, boys. You know that you know all of this is gunk anyway. So if I Google Tom Henderson, would I actually find instantaneous proof that he cannot be trusted or that he's garbage? I'm assuming probably.
Rockstar's confident, then I'm confident. But the confidence in the release date wasn't the only thing that Tom Henderson dropped during the podcast. He also touched on the one topic nobody wants to hear about and everyone expects, and that is the price tag. According to Tom Henderson, we should be preparing ourselves for an $80 base edition of the game. No, not the $70 standard that we've gotten used to with the current generation consoles, but add another.
I want $100 games. I want AAA to collapse. Please, GTA, make it Christmas faster for me. Yar har, because reasons, obviously. GTA 6, please. Please, $100 price tag. $150, okay? Let's make it so Blizzard prices their next slop at $100 and 5 people buy it. Please, I want to live in this game where AAA is at $100 so it dies. I want the reckoning. I want it so badly, honestly. Like, why can't I just have a little bit of reckoning? Why can't I have multi-billion-dollar companies just, fall over like dominoes? Oh, it's so infuriating. Come on, Rockstar. $100.
$10 hike for the standard version of the game. He stated that while he expects most of the industry to stick to the $70 for now, GTA 6 is the one game that can break that ceiling. Mario Kart 8 did it. And let's be real, he's probably right. Rockstar knows the demand for this game is unprecedented. It's the most anticipated entertainment product in history, and if they charge $80 for it, are you gonna boycott it? I'm betting probably not. You're gonna get a little bit upset, rage a bit, and then you're gonna buy it day one because you don't want to miss out. Now, Henderson also mentions that the pricing structure will likely go way beyond the base game. He's predicting that premium editions ranging from $100 to $300 are talked about. So we're talking a special edition likely around the $120 price tag, and then a collector's edition that could hit the $300 mark, possibly including a statue, a map, or some high
like what is that gonna even accomplish?
quality physical collectible. Now, if this $80 price tag
Also, no one's doing that. No one's doing a 300 collectible. Well, maybe there is a chance, but I don't think Rockstar's gonna waste time on that. That sounds like completely not happening, because Rockstar literally canceled GTA 5 story DLC because it would cut into the profits of online. So Rockstar's not, in Rockstar's opinion, wasting time and resources on some kind of physical fucking edition for $300 is not worth even 2 days of delaying GTA 6 online. That's their legitimate opinion. So I don't think Rockstar's gonna go all in on any of this. I honestly also don't think that there's gonna, actually, there's gonna be one DLC, I think, for GTA 6. Just because they probably are looking back at, how much promise GTA 6 has and how much people want it and how much people are talking about the story, the everything. And then they're gonna be like, maybe we should have released a DLC for GTA 5 because people would buy that like hotcakes. And it would not cut in the profits of online, obviously. So I think that would be a thing. I think GTA 6 is getting an expansion. At least one. I think it's happening this time, unlike GTA 5. By the way, GTA 5 is the only game of that caliber of insane success that does not have a DLC. Even Assassin's Creed Shadows got a DLC. Jesus.
Happens, it sets a pretty dangerous precedent. Just like with NBA 2K being the first to push to, $70, Take-Two Interactive is likely using GTA 6 to test the waters for the standard $80 price tag. And if it sells 20 million copies in the first week at $80, guess what? Call of Duty's going to be $80 next year. Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, I'm sure Call of Duty is not regretting any decisions that they have been making. Surely not.
Will be 80, and we're watching the marketing shift happen in real time, and our wallets are the collateral damage. So yeah, not only are we going to have to spend $500 on 32 gigabytes of RAM, but also $80 games. Lovely. This brings us to the next topic, and honestly, it's one that's testing all of our patience the most, and that is the marketing. Obviously, we had the second trailer release in May of 2025, but outside of that, everything else was radio silence. Obviously, we had the first trailer in December of 2023, and then the second trailer in May of 2025, but then everything else, there's just been nothing. No screenshots, no deep dive.
GTA 6 would be absolutely legends if they did. The initial speculation for GTA 6 was that there's actually going to be 3 playable characters: a Lucy and the dude and a cop that's tracking them. And man, looking at the cop in some of these pictures, I can only obviously picture one legend. One absolute unit. One true god amongst men. That they imagine GTA 6 had 3 playable characters and one of them was Steven Seagal. The world would not be ready. Heaven and hell would stop fighting for a day. It would be the end of existence itself. Imagine you get to play as Steven Seagal as one of the characters. Your gameplay literally revolves around never standing even up. It is insane, okay? QuickTime Vibe abandoning events. Holy! Okay, it would be amazing.
Of 2023, and then the second trailer in May of 2025, but then everything else, there's just been nothing. No screenshots, no deep dives, just silence, straight silence. Oh, the sound of silence, so depressing. But now that we are in 2026, the year of the game's supposed release, that silence has to break. So here's what I think is going to happen. This is the theory that I have, and I think it aligns with what we are seeing with the financial, side of things. I believe we are going to see the next trailer for GTA 6 drop before the next quarterly earnings call for Take-Two Interactive. Boom, bombshell, guys. I am now a insider. I'm a leaker. I'm doing it right? That's how we do it, right? Historically, Rockstar, or rather Take-Two Interactive, loves to have their investors really hype before the earnings call. And if the earnings call is scheduled for early February, likely around the 5th, maybe the 6th or the 7th, 6, 7. Okay, I'm gonna end the recording right now and never do that again. But yeah, it makes zero sense for them to go into that call empty-handed. They need to show the shareholders that the confidence that Tom Henderson has reported is indeed real, if that reporting is true. They need to have like either a new trailer or at least a new look at the world to keep the investors, happy. If the game is indeed really—
Why? Like why? Why do they need to release any kind of trailer for the investors to keep them happy? Like, that is the stupidest shit ever.
Releasing in fall of 2026, we are following the Red Dead Redemption 2 playbook. You guys remember that launch cycle? We had a trailer, then long silence, then the market and kickoff happened roughly 8 months before the launch. At least if I recall correctly, it's been so long since that, but if we assume a November 2026 release date is indeed real, 8 months before that puts us in March or April 2026 for a full-fledged marketing blitz, which that's when we'll likely see more trailers, gameplay deep dives, the ones that's like in Grand Theft Auto 5 or in Grand Theft Auto 6. But the thing is they can't wait until March to break the silence, in my opinion. They need to re-engage with the casual audience now. I know there's a lot of people right now that are watching this video that are like, I don't care about when GTA 6 is releasing. I don't care about a new trailer. Their hype has, started to die down a little bit because of how long of the wait that it's been.
Honestly, one of the best snow maps ever made, the irony.
Which is unfortunate, and I think that's a valid concern and complaint, honestly. But that's why I just think it makes sense to drop a new trailer sometime in either like late January or early February. It serves as the "we are still here" type signal. It reignites the internet. It trends on Twitter for 3 days straight. TikTok explodes, and it all sets the stage for the pre-order campaign that will likely go live in the spring. Right now, we are in the end game of the wait. The silence from 2025 was painful, but it was necessary. Despite getting the trailer in May, which that feels like it was a century ago, like that trailer was absolutely insane. But it makes sense that they don't want to show the game until they are 100% sure that they could hit the next release date. And now, according to Tom Henderson, he says that they're confident the marketing shackles should be coming off any day now. Now let's talk about the map. While Rockstar has been silent, the community has been absolutely relentless. The GTA—
Yep, this is not. This is not okay. This is like a zoomed out version of the map, it looks like.
6 mapping project received a massive update. Now, for those of you that don't know, the mapping project utilizes various, screenshots from the hacked, information, visual landmarks from the first trailer, and they essentially mathematically reconstruct the map of Leonida. It sounds insane, but they did this for GTA 5, and they were about 90% accurate, or it's around that. The latest update—
yeah, also, that I forgot about that part. That's true. Which is, again, it's just another red flag.
Version 9.
Look at this. So, this is Vice City. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, this is 1/5 of the map. And it's just Vice City. Okay? And this looks a little bit too small. So it's slightly problematic,
And there were about 9.
If this game is just 5 Vice Cities, not good.
90% accurate, or it's around that. The latest update, version 9.5 or whatever they're calling it, has made some significant adjustments. The biggest one is the panhandle. Now, for a long time, there was a debate on whether or not the northern part of the map would just be a flat cutoff, or if there would be like an extension northwards like Rio, Florida. Well, the new mapping project leans heavily into the idea of a massive northern region that includes a Georgia-inspired hills and forests, which I think this is pretty big for the gameplay. We know Vice City is the main urban hub. We know the the keys are the swampy aquatic playground, but without a northern like hilly region, the map risks like feeling a bit too flat, which I think for a GTA game, you need those elevation changes. So the inclusion of a northern, section of the map that is, filled with hills and, mountains and stuff like that tells me that we are getting biome diversity that rivals Red Dead Redemption 2. The mapping project is now estimating that there will be hundreds of enterable interiors based on the leaked event lists. Now, if like 40% of the buildings in GTA 6 are enterable, that is going to change the way we play open world games. GTA 5 felt like a movie set. It had, beautiful facades, but you couldn't really go inside. GTA 6 aimed
True. That was slightly an issue with GTA 5 that it felt like it's a little bit lame that you can't enter buildings.
to be a lived-in world. Now they're also going to be refining the layout of Port Gellhorn, initially thought to be a small industrial town, while the new map version paints it as a substantial secondary city. I'm thinking like the
Wait, wasn't it supposed to? I thought we already all agreed that Gellhorn is supposed to be like a substantial part of the 6. That it's like one of the big things. Vice City, that, and two more big things.
as a Paleto Bay, but probably a lot larger and more dense, which will give us a second hub to operate out of, preventing the drive to this city, then drive back to the desert loop that we had with GTA 5. So shout out to the GTA 6 mapping project.
I was okay with the loop, honestly. The driving is fun. The GTA 5 driving was fun in my opinion. It wasn't bad. It wasn't necessarily the greatest, but I think games need to have those moments where you actually need to take up like a 5-minute drive somewhere to get to the next location so you unwind. Constant everything is bad in my opinion.
They have done incredible work, and I can't wait to see what else they do next. So that right there is the situation. Rockstar is confident that the game is going to release in 2026. The marketing window is wide open, and the
Yeah, well, anyway, that was Vest Nemo, I guess. 10 out of 10. Bye.